12 ways that you can save money on your car insurance. Okay, I know this video is different from what I usually do, which is car reviews. And if you haven't already checked it out, check out my channel anyway. And if you're looking for a car or anything like that, just get in touch with me. I'll leave my details in my bio, and I can source in cars for you. So car insurance prices are usually based on risk, whether that's risk of the driver or your area or whatever it might be. So if you've got bad drivers in your area, or you've got people hanging around in Gucci pouches and man bags on the corner of your street, you might find that your insurance prices are a little bit higher. Anyway, getting back to the point, so 12 ways to save money on your car insurance. So number one is use multiple comparison sites. So there's confused.com, there's Money Supermarket, there is what's the other one, U-Switch, and Compare the Market. Secondly, don't just rely on comparison websites, because there's a lot of companies out there that don't use comparison websites, such as Direct Line and Aviva. They don't put themselves on comparison sites, so check them out individually. 3, get your quotes as early as you can. So some companies lock your prices in for 30 days, some companies lock it in for 60 days. The earlier you get it, the cheaper it is likely to be. Companies like LV, Aviva and Nationwide lock their prices in for 60 days. Number 4, use multi-car policies if you can. Comparison websites don't include multi-car policies. They're not always the cheapest, but they usually are. Companies like Admiral and Churchill offer multi-car policies, so do check that out. When it comes to renewal, don't just accept the price that they give you, because they will usually bump it up high. Sometimes you can negotiate with them, or if you shop around, you will 90% find a cheaper price. 6, if you're halfway through your policy and you decide you want to shop around, sometimes you can just cancel your current policy and then get a cheaper price. And a lot of people have saved £400 or £500 just by doing that. But if you've had a claim in that year, you won't be able to cancel your policy. And secondly, you might lose your no claims for that year. But sometimes it is cheaper to cancel your policy halfway through and lose your no claims just to save £400 or £500. 7, if you're looking to get insurance cheap as possible, sometimes you might just go for third parties straight away. By doing that, the insurance companies assume you are a high risk. So if you go for third parties straight away, sometimes comprehensive is cheaper than third party. Not all the time, but it is worth checking. Number 8, add a second driver or a third driver, because how insurances work is based on risk. If you're a young driver especially, your risk is going to be high. If you add on mom, dad, auntie, grand, next door neighbor's dad, or whoever, you will reduce the risk on your policy, and you will most of the time bring your price down. Tweak your job title slightly. Now that doesn't mean call yourself a librarian when you're a painter, but if you're like a PA and a secretary, 2 different things, but that might change your insurance price slightly. Not always, but it does work sometimes. Avoid paying monthly if you can. Sometimes some people can't help it, but if you can, try and borrow off family or something, but don't pay monthly, because they will charge you a lot of interest. Put a black box in your car. I know it's not the best thing to have sometimes, but it does help get insurance sometimes. Companies will only offer you if you've got a black box, so try that. Lastly, negotiate with them where you can. Sometimes when it's sister companies like Admiral, Diamond and Bell, I think it is, they're all the same companies. One will offer you a different price and one might offer you a different price. Especially when they are sister companies, they might compare to the other price and match it for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's usually car reviews that I do. I'll put my Instagram link in my bio, and if you're looking for a car, get in touch with me. I can source one in for you, whatever it is. and I'll drop a link in my bio for a car review of this car as well, so if you want to check it out, and I'll catch you next time.